This is a hovering, unmanned aerial vehicle. The Microdrone MD4-200. Drones like this one are used for jobs like aerial mapping, fire inspection, law enforcement, surveillance, and search and rescue. Weighing less than a kilogram, its onboard camera records from a height of 150 meters. It's an eye in the sky that saves money and lives. Let's see how it works. The MD4 flies with the help of 4 fixed-wing rotors, each attached to an electric motor. You start it up, spin the blades, and up it goes. The design challenge is to keep the craft super light and whisper quiet, airborne and stable, all while transporting an HD camera. And to avoid losing it, program it to come home on its own when low on power, and land safely. When you tip the scales at less than a kilo, you don't need a big engine. That means less energy to fly and hardly any noise. To keep it light, designers chose carbon fiber for the MD4's body. A material born in the lab, made up of thin threads of carbon atoms in a hexagonal pattern. Weave it into fabric, create lightweight material with tons of strength. Small servo motors give the machine lift. All electric, without gears, the servos have more than enough power to fly the MD4. The 4-rotor platform keeps a horizontal and stable base in balance for taking pictures. That's the good news. But flying a quad rotor isn't like working a plane or a helicopter. 4 rotors means 4 sources of thrust, each needing constant adjustment. The motors are independently controlled by microprocessors that send and receive hundreds of signals to onboard sensors. The operator talks with the drone through a controller, sending FM radio signals that the MD4 converts into movement. To get a rock-steady hover, 2 rotors spin in one direction, the other 2 in the opposite. The 2 sets of rotors cancel each other out and keep the machine in a static position. If you drop the speed of one pair of rotors, the torque of the other 2 force the drone to spin. For a straight run, drop the speed of one rotor, which causes the leading edge to dip. Then you bump up power on the back rotor, and away you go. The machine gets all its power from a small rechargeable lithium battery. Enough juice to keep it working for about 30 minutes. If the battery runs low during flight, sensors give the drone a pre-programmed flight plan to land it safely close to the operator, who just pops in a new one and sends it up again. And if the MD4 loses radio contact, onboard GPS puts the drone in park to wait for its master. If it doesn't pick up a signal in 30 seconds, it makes an emergency landing automatically. The GPS also allows a user to switch to autopilot for flying the machine on a predetermined route. These firefighters in Birmingham, England, use the MD4 to find deadly hotspots. Cops and security patrols sneak up on bad guys. And it inspects hard-to-get places for hydro crews. Flying around in silence with the latest cameras. It's a stable, floating platform for taking pictures, thanks to the quadcopter design that keeps the shot steady for as long as the batteries allow.